Hi everybody, it is Let's Talk Monday. Thank you for joining us this Monday. Sorry. So anyway, today we're going to talk about something very important. We're going to talk about TS and the importance of early intervention. Now, what specifically within early intervention? Everything really. Because if you think about it, there's so many things that can happen with TS, such as osteoporosis, scoliosis, there's heart conditions, there's thyroid issues, things like that. So the importance of early intervention is because the earlier you find a lot of these things, the better the treatment options are. For example, let's talk about growth hormone for a minute. So a lot of parents have questions about growth hormone when it comes to their children because there was a lot of different variations of the growth hormone, like how it was given and things like that. So the reason that growth hormone early intervention is so important with this, especially when it comes to adding the estrogen to it, is the fact that there's a certain age when a young girl is in puberty that estrogen combined with the growth hormone will help dramatically when it comes to her growth spurt. So that's one of the reasons why early intervention is important as far as that's concerned. And there's many other reasons. Let's talk about the heart. For example, if you have a coarctation of the aorta, that's got to be monitored. And the earlier that you find it, the better your treatment options are. I mean, obviously, this is going to take surgery to correct. So things like that. And also with the thyroid, let's talk about, hypothyroidism. We're talking Hashimoto's. Early intervention with that as well can also help your body. And osteopenia, osteoporosis, bone health is very important to catch this early on because not only the treatment options are better, but you can get started on calcium, you can get started on diets, exercise. There's some different programs that you can do, and it dramatically helps with preventing osteoporosis. So let's take that for example on early intervention. Now, obviously, when it comes to early intervention with any of the treatment options that are available with Turner syndrome, any parent wants to know, well, what are the risks? What are the complications? What can I expect out of this? Well, that's the thing. So it's important to do your research on the options that your doctor provides to you. And there's a lot of different resources out there. There's the NIH, there's, in Europe, there's their NIH over there. And, you want to make sure that you're doing the best for your daughter. And you know your daughter better than anybody. So, and also when it comes to MVLD, that's also something very important to get when it comes to early intervention because you can help your daughter get better study habits and help her get into a routine that's better suited for her learning environment and her learning style. And also that'll help her, like, for example, when she learns how to drive, things like that, that's definitely going to help her. So, and many other things as far as early intervention. We can talk about, excuse me. Also, we can talk about the estrogen. We didn't go too deep into that. But earlier, if a young girl with Turner syndrome gets estrogen in the beginning of puberty, it will help her body to get more aligned properly, let's say. Because as women, we go through puberty, we develop. And so that's something that you want to happen during that time. So that's why early intervention is important with that. And so we're going to take some more questions about early intervention and about why that is so important for Turner syndrome. So if you have any questions, we're here to take them. And also, I want to say when it comes to early intervention, like I said before, I know it can be scary. Any intervention is scary. When you talk about surgery, whatever the treatment options are available, surgery when it comes to heart issues, starting new medications, how is this going to affect the medications that I'm taking right now or my daughter's taking right now? There's a lot of questions that one may have. And that's why I say medical journals and talking to your doctors, those are your best options when it comes to this. Because these are the people that are on your team. Your doctors, your pharmacists, your family. These are the people that are on your team. And it's good to have a well-rounded team in your corner for your daughter or for yourself, let's say. And so make sure that if you have any questions, you're talking to your doctor about it. Have those open conversations with your daughter and your doctor. Have those open and honest conversations, because that's going to help you a lot in the long run. I know personally myself, there was some things that I waited till later in life to take care of as far as my treatment. And I'm not going to say that I regret it, but it's one of those things that sometimes you wish you would have had it sooner, at least for myself. So that's something I want you to think about. Sometimes some of these treatments can be uncomfortable, or it's something that you might not know that much about. And that's why I say do your research. Google can be either your best friend or your worst enemy. Make sure you check your sources, because even though it comes up on Google, just check your sources. See where these things come from. That's why I always suggest medical journals, talking to different doctors. That's why I always say check with your doctor. I cannot stress that enough. Check with someone who is trained in the medical profession and talk to them about your treatment options. And we know that there's a lot of doctors out there. I've faced it, you faced it, we've all faced it. We've talked to doctors who weren't very well versed, let's say, in Turner syndrome. And so that's one of the things, that's why I'm so happy that all these organizations are getting together right now, especially like the Balfour-Ferrial, the TSSUS, all these other organizations. This is what's important, is that we're all work together to raise awareness for Turner syndrome. That's what's going to help. And so that's one of the things that I love about the Balfour-Ferrial Foundation, because they do such a great job with this. So anyway, if anybody else has any questions about early intervention or some suggestions about early intervention, we're going to take those. So anyway, this week we're going to have girls' night. We're going to have it this Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This week, we're actually going to talk about TS and driving. And we're also going to talk about TS and some of the frustrations we have when it comes to talking to doctors and other people about Turner syndrome. Because the thing is that I think a lot of people with TS, or parents, we've faced a lot of situations where someone didn't know about TS. And so, I've had some questions from parents, especially talking about, how do I tell the rest of my family? What do I tell the rest of my family about this condition? And so I think it would be good for us to talk about some of the frustrations we have with that, as far as like talking to doctors or explaining to other people what Turner syndrome is, and some of the frustrations we faced with people who didn't know about TS, let's say, some of the questions they've had for us and things like that. I think it'd be good for us to talk about that. So anyway, well, girls, we're going to close this tonight. Thank you for joining us on this Let's Talk Monday. I'm going to be sharing some more YouTube videos and some more vlogs. I'm getting that posted. I know I've been here and there. I've been busy at work this week, so now I've kind of slowed down. And so now I've got some more videos to post for you girls, which I'm really excited about. And I can't wait to see y'all at the conference this year in July. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. Can't wait. And October, we have the Balfour-Ferrial, so don't forget about that. So don't forget, join us this Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to have girls' night, ladies' night. We love it. So anyway, have a good day. Drink wine if you're legal. We'll see you next week. Bye.